Pilates powerhouses. Welcome back to another exhilarating Pilates session with yours truly, Erin Verding, aka the Pilates Mom. Here to whip your body into shape faster than you can say Pilates, please. Today we're diving headfirst into the world of full body power Pilates. A workout so intense that it'll make your muscles sing hallelujah. Before we kick our Pilates party into gear, let's address the elephant in the room, or should I say, the resistance band in the room. Why am I like this? That's right, folks. We're about to introduce some fantastic resistance into our Pilates workout because let's face it, nothing that's worth having comes easy. Now, about these handy dandy bands. They're like the Swiss Army knife of Pilates equipment. Versatile, reliable, and ready to take your Pilates workout to the next level. So grab your resistance band set if you've got one, or simply bring your Pilates pep and use body weight only. Let's band together and dive into this Pilates extravaganza. Here we go. Okay, so first movement is a resistance band hack squat. So I already have my door anchor here in the bottom with whatever resistance bands I need set up. We're gonna walk back. So how you find where you should be squatting here is I'm gonna push my hips back like so, and then I should be able to feel some resistance at the bottom and at the top. If you're too close, then you might feel resistance at the top, but then your resistance bands go slack at the bottom. So just make sure that you have some resistance going into that squat. Okay, we have 1.5 variation, which means that we are doing 1.5 reps. Oh, Bella decided to say hello. Hi, baby. So we're gonna do a little pulse at the bottom, and we're gonna do 30 of them. It's a lot. You ready? Here we go, and down. Go at whatever pace you want. You do not have to go my pace. I am just worried about keeping track of my reps myself because I'm really bad at counting my reps usually. 3. Now I feel like my feet are a little wide, so I'm gonna bring them together a little bit. I can usually tell if my feet are wide judging off of my knees. If my knees, I usually feel like kind of a little snap on the side of my knee, not like a pop, not a bad thing, but it's just like, I can tell when my legs are going too wide for sure. We want to make sure that we are using quads here, and I've already lost count. I'm gonna guess that's 9. It's fine. Honestly, the reps is like kind of a guide to what you should be doing. So like I should be hitting kind of muscular failure at 30, or just like feeling really gassed by the time I reach 30. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but just making sure that we're not like doing 15 or something, right? Oh no, I have an itch on my nose. Oh no. Not a good time, not a good time. I think that's 14, 15, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna end up having like a rep counter at the top, and it's gonna tell me if I'm right or wrong. I didn't think it through, like how hard it would be to talk and count at the same time. Usually I have a timer, and it just tells me when to switch, and that's much easier. Whew. Now, you do not have to do the same amount of weight that I am doing. Right now, I have on a 50 and a 30 pound, I guess so, pound resistance band going on. Whew, okay, the quads are feeling pumped. Definitely feeling that heart rate is definitely going up. I have no idea what rep I'm on at this point. Maybe I should have my assistant counting for me. Woo! Okay, let's go for a few more. Let's go for 5 more. 5. Whew. Yep. And we don't want to relax at the top. We don't want to lock out our knees. Whew. Yep. Come on, almost there. 2, last 1. Ooh, okay. We have a 90-second rest going right now. I'm gonna place that down gently because otherwise I'm gonna kill your ears with that metal hitting my hardwood floor. Okay, I'm gonna do a better job of counting, and by that I mean I'm gonna have my assistant count for me this time. If you wouldn't mind, my assistant is my husband as well, if you wouldn't mind counting for me, that would be amazing. Thank you. I really didn't think that through, how hard that would be. Okay, let's get a little sippy sip of water. About 30 more seconds. And we're gonna go again. And we're gonna do the right reps this time. I'm gonna be so interested to go back in the edit and see how off I was. Oh, I just realized that my timer is counting down, not up. So when I said 30 seconds, it was actually a minute. Anyway, moving on. Let's bring the heart rate down a little bit. Deep breath in. Now you have 30 seconds left. There we go. Let's do one more deep breath. First round is always more of a warm-up anyway, isn't it? Let's keep the legs warm. Make sure that you are not sitting. We're moving around constantly. We're talking constantly, apparently. Okay, let's get ready. Making sure that we're not doing this when we go to pick up our resistance bands. Okay, let's get set up, ready, and go. Ooh, did you hear that timer going off? I love it. Sorry. I don't know why I turn into such a bitch when I'm filming. It's just my personality elevated, honestly. Okay, so let's talk core right now. So my core is really, really tight, AKA I'm flexing my abs like crazy so that I'm not arching my back at all. I see so many people when they do hack squats like this, or like it's usually on a cable, that they'll go like this. And I'm like, you gotta lean back. You should be able to see your toes at the bottom, should be leaning back just enough to where you can see those toes. Whew, hinging at the hips. Good, keeping those quads engaged. Whew. To my assistant, do we have any idea what rep number I'm on? 14? Is that what you just said? 15? Beautiful, halfway there. Whew. Even when I am like in the gym by myself and not talking, I'm like getting far too into my music and I can't I can't concentrate on what rep number I'm on. Whew, okay. You guys feeling warm? I'm feeling warm. Deep breaths. It's the pulse at the bottom for me. That's where it's getting me right now. Whew. Good, keep those knees wide. We don't want the knees collapsing together. Push. Whew. Yep, almost there. Push. 5 more. Whew. 4. Core tight, core tight. If you are feeling your lower back, you need to squeeze your abs. 2 more. 2. Last one. And push. Yes. Yes. 90 seconds rest right here. Sitting that down gently so as to not kill your ears. Getting some water. Whew. Feeling that. How are you guys? Feeling good? We are doing quads, calves, and abs today. Covering a lot, but we're gonna get through it together. It's roughly about a 50-minute workout, so not too terrible. It's longer than most of my normal Pilates workouts, but I love resistance training Pilates because it incorporates resistance training and Pilates, obviously, but it takes Pilates, it like elevates it to where it's resistance training, and it's so good for your muscles, so good for your body, so good for fat loss. Just saying, you can lose fat building muscle a lot faster than doing cardio. For those of you that have been with me for a little bit or have known me for a while, you know that I hate cardio, can't stand it. No, if I'm running, it's because someone is chasing me with a knife or something, or I can't be bothered. 15 more seconds. Okay, last round of this, and then we move into a squat press. So we'll have to finagle our resistance bands a little bit. Okay, ready? And here we go. Sorry. Down and push. Yes. Feet are hip length. So how do you find hip length? So for me, I like to place my feet right underneath my hips when I'm standing, and then you take the feet just a little bit wider. I call those hip handles. And that's how you find your hip length distance. Whew. Oh yes. Remember to not lock out your knees at the top, pushing the knees out, shooting them right over the toes. Breathe. Shoulders away from the ears. We don't want the shoulders to really help on this movement at all. The forearms might be getting a little bit of a pump from holding those bands. Good, abs tight. Breathing. Good. Whew, that's 17 for me. If you're going my pace, that's how many you've got. How many you've done anyway. Good. Almost there. I don't know about you. I'm ready to stop doing hack squats at this point. Good. Almost there. Whew, the quads are getting a pump. Come on, baby. Good. Breathe. Whew. Good. And 5, 4. Oh, the legs are shaking for sure right now. Last one. And got it. Whew, 2-minute rest right now. Yes, I time all of the rest in between movements. That way we keep the muscles warm, we don't become stagnant, we keep them nice and pumped so we don't have to re-warm up, essentially. Okay, so we're gonna flip this. So we're gonna take our carabiners, I believe is what they're called. I'm gonna take them off, like so. And then other one too. Get some water if you need it. It's probably a good idea. I'm going to hand my handles off to my assistant here. There you go. I'm gonna take out my 30-pound band. I'm just gonna go solo with the 50 and see how I do with that. Handing my band over to my assistant. And then we're gonna clip the carabiners to themselves. Whew. Where are we at on time? 1 minute, beautiful. All right, so let's talk about setup on this squat press. So I like to push my little carabiners off to the side here. We're gonna take the resistance band around the hips, step forward a little bit. Again, when you hit the bottom, you should still feel resistance. So if I'm back here, I'm not feeling resistance down here at the bottom, the band is pretty slack, so I know I need to take another step forward. So we're gonna do a 2-second pause at the bottom. So we'll go down, hold 1, 2, and lift. So now the key here to make sure that we are working quads is, yes, we're gonna hinge at the hips, we're gonna look for our toes, but I want you to keep your weight in your toes. Now, if you have sticky knees, and by that I mean crappy knees, you might wanna continue to lean into your heels, but if your knees are good, if I lean into my toes, then I feel a lot more quads that way. Just making sure that we are keeping those knees behind the toes. Again, ready? Okay, and down, 1, 2, push. So we're doing 30 here as well, getting that nice pause at the bottom. It's not a pulse, it's just a little hold. Feeling those quads. I'm gonna take one more little step forward just because I feel like I can do more. Whew. Yes, a nice hinge in those hips. Good. Whew. In the toes, nice. Keeping the knees out. This is the first workout that I've done with resistance bands with you guys. That's awesome. Whew. I used to do a lot of resistance band work. I don't so much now. I do a lot of body weight now, but when I was really trying to gain muscle, I had these resistance bands out like literally every single day doing stuff. So it's always fun to kind of go back to basics for me and build a little bit more muscle. I actually just did this workout specifically not too long ago. I would say maybe 2 weeks ago. I hit the quads pretty hard and was pretty sore for like 3 or 4 days. So, you know, if that's you, don't be surprised. Good. How are we doing on reps, my assistant? Oh, were you not counting? Wow, my assistant sucks, you guys. We're just gonna go until I feel like it's good. Get that pause in at the bottom. You had one job, you know? I'm getting a death stare. I'm gonna shut up now. And lift. Whew, those quads are getting a pump. I'm gonna say 10 more. Good. And push. Now notice how I am leaning forward with my upper body, but I'm not dropping my chest by any means. So keeping the chest up as high as we can, making sure that since we're doing that, we're not arching the back, so we're keeping the abs really tight. I do like to take my hands just behind the resistance band, just because otherwise I feel like my hip bones are or the resistance band is digging into my hip bones. Don't like that feeling. I'm gonna do a couple more here because I have no idea what rep I'm on, but it feels good. All right, let's rest right there. I feel like, let's do a 90-second rest. I feel like I can do a little bit more resistance. So I'm gonna grab another band. Whew. How are you guys feeling? Ooh, what resistance do I want? I'm thinking a 20 will be good. I actually have 2 sets of these resistance bands. I have a green set and a gray set, and I love them. They're from Amazon. I can leave a link in the description for you if you want them. I love them. Whew. All right, here we go. Feeling good, feeling good. We've got a little bit more time. Let's grab some water. Whew. Okay, so we have 2 more rounds of that, and then we move into a circuit, a very killer circuit at that. Whew. Okay, 30 seconds, let's get set up. And hopefully my assistant remembers to count this time. You had 1 job. Just kidding, he has multiple jobs. He's watching the cameras and the mic and making sure that they're still on. Okay, and our child to make sure that he's good. He's napping, so he should be good for a while. Okay, are we ready? Ready, 2, 1, here we go. And down, push, I'm gonna step 1 more little step forward, down, 1, 2, push, yes. 1, 2, push. So I don't have necessarily all of my weight going into my toes, but usually when I do squats, it's like all of my weight is in my heels. So it's kind of like evenly distributed, I would say, because also that band is pulling me backwards. So I do have to go into my heels just a little bit. Good, and down. Push, really focusing on using those quads to do the work, because honestly during this you could easily use your glutes instead, but we don't want her. No, we want to focus on the quads today, because this movement could look literally the same and I could be using all glutes. But if you are using quads right now, you are feeling that pump for sure. Push, making sure that our toes are angled forward, not out to the side. Whew. Down, push. Good, abs tight, no arching in the back, don't drop the chest, and push. Good. Yes, feeling that pump setting in. Nice. We're almost done with the resistance bands though. Only have 1 more round after this and then we're done with them. And then it's just all body weight from there. Okay, quads are burning, quads are burning. Very good. Breathe for me, breathe. Nice, 4. Push, 3, get that hold at the bottom. 1, 2, that's 2. Last one right here and down. Push, got it. 90 seconds of rest. We have 1 more round of that and then we will be done with the bands. Yay. Very different setup today as well, because I'm at my door, obviously, instead of on a yoga mat, which I will be in a little bit, but anyway. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing great, doing great. Content day, so we're filming a bunch of workouts back to back, and that's fun. We filmed a bunch of recipes just a little while ago. I'm also drinking one of the recipes. I did a latte, an iced latte. I don't know if it'll be up by the time this goes out, this video goes out. If it is, I'll leave a link right here. If it's not, I'll leave a different recipe right there instead, because I already did one before, so. We feeling all right? Heart rate coming down. You've got 30 more seconds. Let's very slowly make our way over to get set up. Very slowly. It's our last round of this. Okay, bends. On top of the hips, little wiggle. Get her in there. Sorry. Okay, walking forward. Weight into kind of the balls of your feet. Ready? And down. 1, 2, push. Hey, assistant, that's 1. If you haven't noticed, I really like to give my husband shit. Woo, 3, good. And 4, yes. Get that nice hold at the bottom. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out something slightly wrong. I'm gonna bring my feet, adjust them a little bit. That's better. I had my left foot slightly behind my right. I can feel like tiny little adjustments like that. Like something's off with my hips. Good. Remember, we're not locking out those legs at the top. A really good squeeze on those quads. All of your control should be coming from those thighs right now. You see the shake? I've got a little bitty shake right here at the top, right there. Oh, shaky, shaky. That's good. That's what we want. Chest up. Nice. When I created this movement, I wanted to replicate a squat press at the gym. So it's kind of like it's essentially a leg press. And I was like, how can I target the quads, do a leg press, only using resistance bands at home? This is the one. I like this movement. Ah, shaking. Good. Shoulders back and down from the ears. I don't want you necessarily like pulling this band. Your hands are just there as a little cushion for your hips. Woo, okay. Feeling that. 5. Breathe. Are we sweating yet? Because I am. I hope that you are. Good. Really push those hips forward. 2. Last one. And got it. Woo! All right, you guys. Give me a 2-minute rest right there. And we are gonna flip this room over. I'm gonna give you a screen that tells you how much longer you have on your rest, and we'll get going for the rest of this workout. Be right back. Okay, let's do a circuit now. So we're gonna do quad pulse variations. So you can roll up your mat. In my case, I'm gonna fold up my mat just because that's just, you know, what my mat does. So I'm just gonna fold mine, and then we're gonna go here. Actually, that's a little tall. I don't like how tall that is. So I'm gonna go one less. There we go, that's better. Okay, so quad pulses, 3 different variations. We're gonna go up overhead for the first 10, then to the chest for 10, then forward for 10. The key with quad pulses is to make sure that you are leaning back the entire time. So even whenever I come to the top, I'm still leaning back. And then when I come down, I'm not hinging forward at all. You're gonna keep leaning back here, okay? Now, if you have sensitive ankles or if you need a modification, you can always pop your toes under and you can go right here instead. Smaller range of motion, just make sure that you're still leaning back, all right? We ready to go? Arms overhead for 10, here we go. And boom. quad pulses, they look easy, but they are high-key really tough. I think that's 5. No, am I already wrong? 8, 9, woo, 10. I'm gonna come forward a little bit because my knees are sliding off. And down, woo. Still leaning back. 3, shaking. 5, 6, 7. Oh my God, 8, 9. And arms forward and push. Abs tight. 2, sweating. 3, come on. And 5, 6, good. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Not resting, not resting. It's a circuit. So we're gonna go into a walking lunge. So I'm gonna actually move this guy out of the way. Now, if you have a nice long runway to use, please do that. I have this small little space to show you. So I'm just gonna go back and forth here. So we're gonna go lunges, walking lunges for 10. So down, up, 2. No, it is not 10 on each side. It is 10 total. 3, 4. So with these, we wanna keep that weight really in that front leg, using the quads. Ooh, I think I can get in a third. Oh yeah. Flipping. Make sure if you're flipping back and forth like I am, you are still doing the right amount of reps on each side. So I just ended on my right leg, so I start on my left. 9, 11. Oh my God, sorry. You have to tell me these things. Okay, body weight squat for 10, going right into it. No rest in between these movements. 3, 4, doing 10 of those, and then we'll do 10 more walking lunges. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right back into lunges. I'm just gonna go. 1. Come on, quads. Flipping. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Down. Almost there. 3. No? 0? Who counts like that?
Sign language.
Sign language? I don't know sign language. I got some sign language for you. Okay, we have 90 seconds of rest, and then we're gonna do all of that one more time. You only gotta do it twice. Not that big of a deal. And why do I do this thing where I forget my water? Like, I don't understand. Thanks. Oh my God, I caught it. I can never catch things. It's like an ongoing joke between my husband and I. He used to do, I'm scared to bring it up because he's gonna start doing it again, but he used to do this really cruel thing that he called egg training. So he would just randomly throw me like just eggs, like not cooked, like just raw in the shell eggs. He would just throw at me randomly, like whether I was on the couch, just standing in the kitchen, like wherever, it didn't matter. He like threw it across our living room one time and I caught it. Like I never dropped one. I think that I dropped the last one that you threw at me, which it's been at least a year since that, but now I feel like it's gonna come back. Great. Okay, we're gonna start with the quad pulses again. I'm actually gonna lay my mat flat this time. Mine is honestly pretty cushiony. Oh, actually what I'm gonna do is fold up this like that. And then it's just because I don't like to put my shoes on my mat. So I'm gonna go like that. There we go. So that the like tops of my foot are digging into that, because my ankles were feeling a little uncomfortable that last time. Okay, ready? Arms up, and here we go. For 10. Oh, that feels much more comfortable. Abs tight. Oh yeah. 6, don't do sign language. Hold up the other hand. No, is that 10? Stop it. Just take my mind off of it. 3. 5. Seriously, if you are doing these right, you're dying with me right now. 8, 9, 10, arms in front. Come on, 10 more. Then we're gonna go into our walking lunges. 3, 4, burn so much. Push. 6, no, 9. Wait, what are you doing? You're confusing me. 8, 9, 10. Oh my God. Okay, quickly, move. Mat is going to the side. We're doing walking lunges. Ready, set, go. Woo! Oh, shaky, and down. I'm just gonna do 2 back and forth so I don't get confused. Down. Woo! Yes. Burning with me right now. I hope you are. Come on. 2 more. Down. Squats, drop them right here. 10. Come on, you got it. Burns. Push. Good. And 10, back into those walking lunges. Good. 2. Come on, almost there. This is it for quads. This is it. I just did all done. I've been teaching my son. I do know sign language. Jesus. Whew, I don't know what number that is. 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo, that's it. 2 minutes, 2-minute rest. And we are going into calves. So we're gonna take this. I'm going to grab an ottoman real quick. I'm actually gonna pop out of the shot and just give you a little timer until our rest period, and I'll hop back on when the timer's done. Okay, so I need you to find if you have a step, if you have like literally a flight of stairs in your house, that works. That's what I usually use until I had this bad boy, this yoga mat that turns into a little step. Perfect. So we're gonna do bent knee calf raises here. So I have my little ottoman here so that I can put my hands on for balance. And then we're gonna go just on the balls of our feet. We're gonna dip our heels down, making sure that we are going down here. I don't want you to just come neutral. Dipping down and pushing onto your tiptoes. Good. And lift, we're gonna go for 20 here. Hopefully my assistant is counting and not in sign language. And up. Whoo. Push. Striving to touch the floor with my heels. The other side of my mat, if you look really closely, is lifting slightly. Ideally, you wouldn't want that. But it was kind of an awkward shot to go into my stairwell to film this, so. Whew. Okay, that's officially burning. I'm actually gonna step my feet just a little bit closer together. Yeah, that's better. So you kind of want a narrow squat position with your feet and not hip length. Push, nice and controlled. We don't want these to just go really quickly. We want to take our time. Last one. Got it. Okay, round 1 done. We have 5 rounds of this to do, by the way. 5. It's a lot. It's a lot, but calves will feel really good and pumped by the end. It's great. And then we just do abs, just some lower abs. It'll be good. Unfortunately, we're working to failure on abs. I'm not looking forward to that. That sucks. Okay, how are we feeling? We're done with quads. Love that for us. It's always fantastic to be done with quads. I like working legs, but I would much prefer to work booty or hamstrings over quads. I think it's partially because, and I say this a lot on my channel, that I did have 2 hip surgeries. So quads connected to the hip flexors, which is where my incisions were and where they had to clean out a lot of my bone fragments from my hip impingements. So I don't know, they're just like, they're a little bit more sensitive. And if I don't squeeze my abs enough, or I don't make sure that I'm like upright instead of leaning forward enough, then I like crush my hip flexor, and it's not the best feeling in the world. Okay, we ready for another round? Let's do it and push. Whew, just a 60-second rest in between these ones. These are gonna go a little bit faster, really controlled. I want you to put your weight, focus to your big toe right now, big toes, I should say. Whew. So we have 2 separate muscles that we work in the calves, the gastrocnemius and the soleus. Whew. So one is on the inside, one is on the outside. Whew. If I am not mistaken, we are working the gastrocnemius, no, soleus right now, I believe. I always get confused on which one is which. Whew. I believe it's the soleus. That's burning. One. Oh, rest. Okay. We might have done one extra one there. I'm not 100% sure. Resting for a minute. Would you like to hit my rest timer, please? Thank you. He's just like staring at me, this blank expression. Whew. Okay. Let's do a little stretch real quick. Let's make it dynamic. We don't want to do a static stretch and just hold it. We want to keep it dynamic so we keep the muscle warm. But I do like a little bit of a stretch. Whew. 2 rounds down, 3 to go. Love that. Whew. Whew. Feeling good. Feeling good. Okay. This is about to be the hard part right here, okay? Because it's usually about round 3. Like right at the last like 5 of round 3 is when the burn really sets into the calves, and it's like, oh shit, we've been working for a little too long now. So just be prepared for that at the end. Here we go. 1. I'm like, this mat is annoying me at how much it's doing that. We're just making sure that we are getting a nice stretch at the bottom. Like, I'm definitely dipping down enough. I would just like to get a bit more of a stretch, but it is what it is. Making sure that we're bending these knees as well. We do want to make sure that they're bent to work that soleus. I'm pretty sure it's soleus. Whew. Good, and like a little mini squat. Don't want the knees to be too bent. This is to mimic a bent knee calf raise machine at the gym. Almost there. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. I told you it's the last 5. Oh, last one. Good, got it. Woo, 3 rounds down, 2 to go. 2 to go, and then we're done with calves. And it's just abs, yay. Guys, it's a really pretty day here in Minnesota, like literally clear blue skies, so sunny. I think it is a little chilly. I think it's in the low 40s if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, you still need a jacket, but I mean, it's gorgeous. I feel like we need to like take a little walk to our mailbox or something when my son Jackson wakes up. Get out of the house a little bit. I'm gonna do, oh, did you hear that? Oh, Nick popped. That was good, that was good. Okay, 20 more seconds, 20 more seconds. These last 2 rounds, these are the ones that you're like, oh shit, this is This is rough. It's a lot of reps in this workout. But that means that our weight isn't super heavy. Okay, we ready? And we're off. 1. Woo, almost done, you guys. Abs tight, little bend in the knees. Focusing on those big toes, weight goes into them. Yes. Just breathe. Get that little bit of a hold at the top. Go as high as you can, as big of a range of motion as you can possibly do. Good. Definitely feeling that pump in those calves. Also, I don't think I mentioned this. Try to not put a lot of weight into your hands here. You want to put the majority of your weight into your legs. And it makes it hurt a lot more. Yay, last one. Good. Okay, last round. And then we go into death by abs. Yay. Shake them out. Let's do a little stretch here. Do a little calf stretch. Oh yeah, keep it dynamic, keep it moving. Oh yeah, I feel like I need to drink more of my coffee after this, for sure. Oof. Deep breaths. You're gonna need it for abs. You're gonna need that heart rate to be down because it's gonna shoot up during abs probably. Okay, 20 more seconds. We can finish off the calves. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Even just doing that, I feel them. They might be a little sore tomorrow. That's all right. That's what we look for, you know? If you're not sore the next day, did you work out? I'm just kidding. I mean, maybe. Okay, you ready? Last round, and here we go. Remember, weight, big toes, barely any weight in those hands. Really, this is just here for balance. I could literally go like this, and it feels the same to me, except for the little bit of extra core work for balance. Whew. If you can't do that, like, you might lose your balance, but like if your calves don't feel the same as when you do this compared to when you do this, you need to change up your weight distribution a little bit. Make sure toes are pointed straight forward. You will feel different muscle groups if they're angled out or angled in. We'll have to do that another time. 4, come on, almost there. The range of motion is getting smaller. 2, 1, last one, got it. Oh God, woo! Okay, that's a 2-minute rest. 2-minute rest right there. Let's get rid of this. Is that out of my shot? Is that good? Make sure we are good there. Am I in shot? Am I good? Am I centered? Cool, sweet. Okay, 2 movements, elevated lying leg raise and a regular lying leg raise. It's great, and we're doing them to failure for 3 rounds, and it's gonna be amazing. So we have a little bit of time, so get some water if you need it. And then I'm gonna talk about proper lower ab activation. We'll also talk modifications a little bit. So for the elevated lying leg raise, we're gonna come down, propping ourselves up on our elbows. What I don't want to see is this. I want you to lift your chest, shoulders away from your ears. We're gonna go up, down. Now, knees glued, feet glued together as much as you can. We want to make sure that the knees are together so that we don't feel the hip flexors. Now, if you're feeling hip flexors and you cannot possibly engage your lower abs anymore, then you can come down. This is gonna be our lying leg raise. This is the second move. This is the modification to the elevated lying leg raise. So you can go here, and even if you're still feeling hip flexors, you can go a little halfway down and up, all right? Elevated lying leg raise is coming up, so let's get set up. Shoulders away from the ears, legs. Ooh, I need a little hammy stretch right there. Oh yeah, other side. Oh yeah, oh that's gonna feel better. If the hamstrings are stretched out, it's gonna help. Okay, Knees, feet together, legs straight, chest forward, abs tight, coming down, and lift. Just a slight bend in those knees. This is to failure. We're not counting. We're just doing, you guys are gonna see me die. You're like, good. It's what I've always wanted with you. Yes. Now, if you are doing this properly, you will shake with every single rep. This should be super controlled, really feeling those lower abs right now. Remember, if you start to feel your hips and you cannot engage your abs anymore, then we want to take that modification and come all the way down onto the floor. Now, that being said, on this elevated lying leg raise, if I start to feel my hips a lot and I cannot do another rep without engaging my hips, then I'm going to go ahead and drop down and do lying leg raise to failure. Exhale. When you come up, okay, they're getting tired. And of course, you don't have to keep up with me. If you're already at failure, switch up to the lying leg raise on the mat and we'll catch up eventually. Good. Oh yeah. That breathing is so important. We're focusing on abs. Now I'm working to my point of failure here. So I'm gonna stop talking and focusing on my breathing. Start focusing more on my breathing here. Serious business. Oh, the shake. Okay, I feel like I might have a couple more. We're gonna do one more. There it is. Oh, okay, we're fine. We're fine. Okay, coming onto the mat. Lying leg raise, arms to the side. We're gonna come down and you're gonna hit failure a lot faster for the rest of these reps. Because once you bring, do you guys hear my stomach digesting? Sorry. Once you bring your abs to failure, then like they're just constantly pumped. So we're gonna reach that point of failure a lot faster for everything else. Even in the second round, once you've had rest, you will do less reps. You will get to failure faster. Ooh, okay, we're almost there. That little bit of a hold at the bottom is where it's at. Okay, abs are giving out. I think this is gonna be my last one. Okay, that's it. 1 minute, 1 minute of rest. And we have to do that 2 more times. Now, don't be afraid, okay? Like I said, you're gonna do less reps on these next ones because you've already worked to failure twice now. So you're gonna come in strong on the elevated ones because you've had a rest, and then the lying leg raise, you might get 5. Keep in mind that you are working to your version of failure, not mine. Just because your reps might stop sooner than mine, it's okay. I've been doing this literally for 10 years, you guys. You can't just pick it up one day and expect to do just as well as I am. Maybe you're doing better than me. I hope you are. I hope you can do more reps than me. I just want you to make sure that you are properly activating abs, because honestly, if I was just using my hips, I could do this like all day, like just abs and hips constantly. I would do so many reps, but my hip flexors would be so sore tomorrow, seriously. So make sure that you're really concentrating on those muscle groups. All right, round 2, ready? Here we go. Feet and knees together. Shoulders away from the ears. Tucking that tailbone under. Yes, right there. Sucking belly button into spine. That helps us activate our pelvic floor as well. For those of us that have had babies, working the pelvic floor is crucial. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yes, come on. I love a good ab burn, but it's like a sweet, I hate it sort of thing. All right, hips are starting to kick in, so let's really focus. I'm gonna kind of do a crunching motion a little bit. Yes, to kind of help me activate those abs. Only a few more, I think. Okay, one more. Woo, okay. That was a lot shorter. All right, legs up, lying leg raise. Here we go, right in. Do you hear the shaking in my breath right now? Woo. Come on. That's it. Okay, rest for 60 seconds. One more round, and then we're done. One more. Hello, timer guy, can you go? Like, get on it. Want to finish this workout? You falling asleep over there or something? All right. Okay, this is it. This is the final moments right now. This is our last round, and then we're done. I'm hoping that this times out to about a 50-minute workout. I've timed it previously, but with all my talking, who knows? I'm probably able to get it done a lot faster if I'm literally just like, music, go, reps, boom, 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 who knows? Okay, the abs are, they're dead. They're dead right now, and we're gonna work them past that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring them back to life and kill them again. Gonna be great. Okay, you ready? Let's do the thing. Chest forward, legs up, and here we go. Last round, come on. Give it all you've got. Every single ounce of strength that you have left is being used right now. You might only get 3 reps, who knows? Yes, come on. Shaking so much. Good, don't strain your neck. If you're feeling that neck, you can drop into that lying leg raise. Now I feel my neck slightly, but it's not like painful by any means. Nope. Okay, onto the back, legs up, lying leg raise, here we go. Come on, you guys. So close to the end. You know, when I decided to do this workout on camera, I didn't think through the fact that I would be trying to talk and working to failure at the same time. I didn't think it through. through. Nope. I thought that I had a couple more, but I didn't. Okay. Whether you are finished or not, or whether you finished 5 minutes ago, well done. I'm gonna go ahead and stand up here. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining in on this. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel to see more videos just like this one. I post 2 new workout videos every single Monday and Wednesday. So make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell notification to get notified when I post them. I want you to comment down below and tell me, which movement do you think was the most killer? I think I'm torn between the abs and the quad pulses. I think quad pulses, just because it sets in like so quickly. I feel like it might be quad pulses for me. I don't know. Thank you again so much for watching. Make sure that you hit the like button as well. It does support my channel. It helps push me out to other people who need to do this workout. Speaking of, make sure that you share this workout as well to a friend who is in need of a workout that will kick their ass. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye. Hello, Pilates powerhouses. What was that? So grab your resistance bands if you have one. Pants? Did I say resistance pants? Here we go.